we're back. Where are we? I gotta talk to Arn. Yeah, talk to Arn. No. Get out.
Incendio.
No. I'll fly, thank you.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
If you're here for my wares, I'm afraid I still don't have my carts.
On, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading.
You're welcome,
Ramrock's
little
lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
There was no trouble at all.
I managed to free your carts fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
Sounds wonderful.
What a nice idea, Ron. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done.
Alright. Easy. Let's keep going. Oh yeah, I did this one. I just did that one actually.
Incendio! Confringo!
Blast.
Have you finished your assignments?
I
I
have.
finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
It all went perfectly well.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready.
So why is he the potions teacher?
Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo.
Need a new spell slot. I suppose I don't. Let's do this. So we're not going to use these much.
Defendo!
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio!
Cool, new potion. What's next? Acquire and use a venomous tentacula. Acquire and use a mandrake on multiple enemies simultaneously. Guardian Leviosa. Let's go to the greenhouse.
What are you up to now?
Who said that? Oh. forget every time. A venomous tentacula. Do we make those? Yeah, okay. Is there nothing in here anymore? What's the goddamn unlock spell? I want Alohomora. That's what I want.
Off on another adventure, are we?
You know what? Not my problem. Garden Leviosa can wait. We should probably continue with this. What's up, old man? It's been a hot minute. I'm a whole new person. Want to see some crazy shit?
I was happy to see you.
You're back.
Fine. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Eldridge Diggory's portrait in the common room told me about his great niece, Helen.
His great niece?
Yes, she used to be an Aura. Well, she took me to Azkaban to meet Anne Thisbe.
You went to Azkaban?
Quite an experience. But you see, Anne knew Richard Jackdaw before he died, so I had to find his ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
All right.
The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
To think it was beneath us all this time.
Me and my top hat looking sophisticated as fuck.
This looks promising.
Put it down.
A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own.
More trials?
Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
That was,
You and
yeah.
your friend Charles spoke of the port key, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
Let's do it.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
All right, let's do it.
Shall we have a look?
Isn't that the Owl Tower?
I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful. And do not tell anyone where you're going.
Said that travel.
It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come see me.
Wonder who lives here.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Crancroft. Who says crime doesn't pay?
Accio!
This is Doran Treadwell's guardian.
Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Confringo!
Got him.
It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus. Cabalso. Accio.
No, there's nothing I can do with it now. On my way. Wee.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I...
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea.
Quickly now.
Oh, reaching an enemy undetected allows you to cast Petrificus Totalis. That will permanently incapacitate a weaker enemy or stimulate damage a stronger one.
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis. Or, I suppose, to charge right into their mist.
Depulso.
Did they teach me that? Was I just not paying attention? F when prompted to.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Confringo.
Gotcha. Yeah, you have to be prompted. Just like every other stealth game. Why wouldn't it be?
Well, this might be the best meal I've had in years. Ready to fight.
Expelliarmus. Defender. Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defender.
Done.
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These
Revelio.
orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood. Was that your best? Deadly mistake. Let's get this I won't rest. I will make
Many goblins have always been antagonistic towards wizard kind, but this is different. Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked.
Oh. Teach me it.
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if we don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Lumos. Someone was an avid reader. Can't say I'm familiar. I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
Revelio.
I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an
Welcome to Sanbakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sambakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic commanded to access a door. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, remember what you...
Remember what I see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists... For the moment, however, you've more important...
Yes, sir.
That said...
I will, sir.
Well, teach me the fucking charm, please.
A reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry.
What was up there? I know I just jumped down, but there was something right there in the corner. I just want to see it. What's up? Fucking T.
Lumos.
Let's do it.
I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio. Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around.
You can see it. What? Okay. Interesting. Kind of cool.
Revelio.
Alright, who am I fighting?
More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. Revelio. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time. Accio! Potato! Stupefy! Confringo! Stupefy! Defender! Stupefy! Confringo! These look familiar. Accio.
But there's gonna be one on the other side that I did the same thing for. Gotcha.
Confringo. Accio. What did that burst of magic do? More statues. Not making this easy on me. Revelio. Accio. Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. Levioso! Accio! What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different.
Easy day.
get used to these floors.
Alright, here we go.
Levioso, Accio, Confringo. Protect.
We can't block this.
Expelliarmus, Confringo, Defendo, Incendio, Reparo, Depulso, Levioso, Accio, Confringo, Incendio, Levioso, Accio, Incendio, Confringo. Incendio, Expelliarmus, Confringo, Confringo, Defendo, Expelliarmus, Confringo, Depulso,
Puzzles, and
Accio,
okay. Gotcha. Can I climb that? Okay. I gotcha. Wait, do I?
Accio, now to see what's changed on each side of this archway.
I feel like that's not how you're supposed to do it, but it worked.
Don't like the look of this. Incendio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo. Protego. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Confringo.
What the fuck? Gotcha. Oh shit, I didn't even see that. Come on, cast another one.
What a relief.
Not too bad.
Another pensive.
Did you just make a giant ass statue of himself?
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was
Sure.
years ago. But the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
Yeah,
It is not your pain to take.
that's true. Wrong thing to say, Professor. Right thing to say. But
Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
okay.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here.
Okay. Cool. That is really cool. I like that a lot. So we're viewing Hogwarts like this, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's awesome.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor. Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ramrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Serona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
my studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
Hell yeah. Achievement unlocked. Oh, you can't see that? Yeah. Actually, you might... I wonder if I can change that. I like that. Alright, let's do that. That's gonna be our last... there we go. So close, come on. Alright, now we should be able to track. That's gonna be an offline thing. Challenges, combat. Gotta love it. Alright. Let's go get Glacius, and then that'll probably be it for this episode.
I should ask Serona at the Three Broomsticks about the goblin she was talking to the day of the troll attack.
Oh, jeez. Lohamora. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna do this instead.
What are you up to now?
Gladwin. No, that's not. Gladwin Moon. Who is that?
Accio, Levioso, Lumos,
What was it?
Reparo.
Where's the... Zero, 1, 2. Okay, so 5. So it's 2. So it's 0. So this is the owl.
Lumos, Reparo, Cabalso, Levioso,
Accio, Incendio,
Confringo,
Expelliarmus,
Confringo, Defendo.
So it's obviously something. Isn't he the groundskeeper?
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit, unsteady. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even...
I suppose you could call it eventful.
Oh, of course not. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason Do you see that curious statue over there? Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade.
Okay.
Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of
Rebellion.
demigods.
A demigod?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade.
Fearless.
Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find you, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go... In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so...
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, and I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck.
Alright. Oh, Aloha Mora. Aloha Mora. Walk up and press F.
Aloha Mora.
What? Is key in the Andy? Alright. I'm confused. What's that I do? I should. Oh. I kind of understand.
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Is it up?
Revelio. Revelio.
Poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between Aconite and Asphodel.
Revelio.
Still early.
Hospital wing, prefect's bathroom.
That. What trickery are you up to?
You piece of shit. Alright. Do I still have a talent, or did I just waste it? Thank God.
If I catch a
Revenue. Revelio.
Yeah.
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Loyalists are preparing for a rebellion.
Rude.
Stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and his got rid of them so combative if the ministry would allow them to have wands.
One of those goblins comes near me, I'll hand him his hat. Anyway, I'm not afraid of a goblin rebellion. My marks in Professor Hector's house is superb.
I don't think that's what that class is for.
She's right. Why don't you leave goblins alone, you troll? How dare you speak to a prefect that way? I'm a prefect too, you twit.
Aloha Mora.
What are you doing, buddy? Oh.
account of my venomous tentacula.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
Huh. I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff? Or Ravenclaw?
I know. And Ravenclaw would not have been that.
I thought of the Hufflepuff myself. What was that? I thought I heard something. Perhaps not. Anyway, I had high hopes for Hufflepuff. I was finally going to learn the Quidditch rules.
It's a majestic.
Come on.
Cancelled.
Huh. I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff? Or Ravenclaw?
Revelio.
So, holy crap, I haven't been talking. Alright, so I'm trying. I just figured out. So the triangle, this point is pointing up, so it's gonna be the top one. And that's a spider, so it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 plus 5. That's 0, so that has to be the owl. Then that's 3 plus 1, 2, 3, so 6. So that's gonna be 8. 8 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Spider. Can I just incapacitate him? Wait, what? 0, 1, 2. Oh, that's 5. I'm sorry. So that's gotta be 9. So that's gotta be whatever the fuck that thing is. Yeah, that thing.
Revelio.
That prefect needs to be fired.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who... Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? I am the...
It's definitely in...
You, my friend... Now, remember.
Understood.
I appreciate.
So I got a little more now.
Oh,
But
I knew you were the one to ask.
it's only level 1. Perfect. Alright. Hey guys, that's going to be it for this episode. I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you in the next one.